What's up, guys? Making a follow-up video to Bitcoin. We just opened a new daily candle above the cloud, and I'm going to use this video as an update and also to teach you a thing or two about support and resistance. Now, a lot of people, what they do for support and resistance is they'll go to something like the 15-minute, and they will do shit like, okay, I'm gonna put a line here, I'm gonna put a line here and check for that, and whatever, that stuff could work. But however, you really want to find the most optimal kind of support levels is you want to go on really high time frames. So for example, let's go on the 1 week, right? If you go on the 1 week, I call these candlestick ass cracks. And what you do is you find two candlesticks and you on the weekly, and you find the gap, and you find the crossovers of the closes or the openings or whatever. And I put one there. And then I'll put another one here. And I will put another one here. And for example, I will put another one here. Right? So we're covering, we're this top becomes this support, and you can do it here too. I don't want to go too crazy, but yeah, I'll just give you an idea. And I'll draw these, and then what happens is when you go on the daily, like check that out right away. On the 1 week, the first line I drew up here, this was the November and the 1st of December opening candles, so closing and openings. And now when we go on the 1 day, what do we see? We see we are opening and closing right below it, Same with here. You see here we went up, resistance, and then we started to trade above it. It's very useful drawing support on weeklies and even dailies, and then zooming in on your time frames. You get a lot more major resistance, major support. The line that we had drawn here from the 27th and from the opening, like that you would have caught the bottom if you played that. And if you go below that, we have 8,061. And if you draw that weekly support like I showed you, there'll be a good chance that we hit that area. 79, 8,000, pretty much flat. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and I was waiting to make a video about support and resistance to talk about it, but I didn't. And even if you look down here, I keep talking about that gap at 4,000. That weekly support candle shows you 4,500, right where that gap is. So these levels are key levels. And if you bring up something like volume, where the fuck was it? Yeah, it was this. So this calculates how much buying came at those levels. We had a lot of money coming in at 4,700. You would, for example, if we go that low, you would place a bid around here, and then we have another volume, massive volume support right here. You could place one here, and then it just works out perfectly. Like these support lines, like look at that. Look how small. Like if we break this 9,200, we're going to fall straight to 8. No questions about it. So you can place another bid there. So these are major levels that I think will bounce and hold from. This one was a little bit deceptive with the volume profile. However, above it, it was good. And, we missed out on about $200 move, which is going to happen even from here. You'll have these little $200 moves or whatnot. But yeah, I wanted to show you that one trick, and then I wanted to talk about Bitcoin. A few things that I'm seeing with Bitcoin. I feel like it's not, personally, I'm not sure if we're gonna have a rush to the top. I'm watching this trend line from 3,000 all the way to 5,300. This one is September 14th. This one is November 12th. And it kind of matches up with this line here, this zone. So I was expecting a move down, a move up. I was expecting a bounce off this before resuming. And if we can't really bounce off this and continue, then it doesn't look so good. Another thing that I want to show you guys, why I think we might not really necessarily move out so fast is, let me get rid of this card. There's a tool. I'm just going to get rid of these lines in the meantime, just to make it a little bit more easier on the eyes. It's fib wedge. It doesn't really have, you don't really need to use it a lot, but when you have an established downtrend and then an established support trend, right? What you can do is you can kind of draw this tool. It's fib wedge. And you can kind of get an idea of how far along we are to a resolution. And this resolution of this triangle pattern is March 1st. So, it's really possible for us to kind of just, maybe go down, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, and then either we break out of here and continue. I'm not really sold that we're just ready to go off here. Usually a lot of these dumps, they have hangovers. And judging by the volume that came in, it was all right, but I think we need something like this, because even though we had this huge volume come in, we just right away the next day, look, we have all this other sell volume that followed up, above average sell volume. So I'm leaning towards maybe going down some more. If you're not really comfortable trading it, don't really trade it. But yeah, I see us closing this gap and then continuing up, and then seeing how we react to this downtrend. That was pretty much it. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing what the fuck happened here. I don't know what that does. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing so far. I'm seeing this cloud. I'm looking for a move above this cloud, and then a test of this area from the top and holding it for support, and then continuing on. Even this area here, I feel like this area here is going to be some resistance. 12,700, 12,600 area. I'm on the lookout for here. I don't think we'll be able to break this right off the top. And we got to eventually get up above this cloud. I am still waiting on... Sorry, I deleted all the indicators for a second. RSI, Doge. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that weekly touch. I think once we get, if we keep falling and we hit this level, we'll get that weekly touch. If that structure does not hold, there is another line from here to here, and that would kind of fall in line with the new week at 5,700. That area I had entered before was right here. Yeah, 5,600. But yeah, I'm looking for this weekly volume to finish green. I'm looking for a touch of this, and I'm also looking for a test of right now the Doge, the RSI is at 55. I'm expecting a bounce off here, a touch of here, and a cross here, and then I think we're gonna get a really good bounce. And then we want to look and see if we can break this downtrend line and move up out of it, or do we resist it and then chop it up in the triangle and then eventually break out or break down. I'm not too sold on this being over. If this line here breaks, then I'm kind of, I'm not so confident in the next couple of months in Bitcoin. I think there will be a delay in the market. But yeah, that's just, I just want to do a quick update on Bitcoin. And everything is basically at the mercy of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is going down, none of the other ones are really popping up. I guess that's it, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video. The video I made yesterday was really long, but I know a lot of you are just kind of still wondering what's going on. And if some of you are waiting for me or interested in what I have to say, here is the analysis. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Peace.